would like to say that I agree with that. I don't think that that's something that's pushed in our communities. I don't think it's something that we are raised to do. But what do they say? They say the Black man and the Black woman have two problems. The second of which is the Black woman, meaning the man is the leader. The man is the leader. You so funny, I'm weak. The man is the lead. So my challenge for Black men is, if you want the respect, if you want the lead, if you want the authority, take it. Black women are not going to say, here, you guys take the floor. Matter of fact, nothing in life works like that. Nobody comes to you and say, you know what? You over here working at McDonald's, you could do way better than that. Nobody ever says that. It's up to you to decide that you're going to do better or do certain things. So my thing is, Black man, you have nothing to complain about. Because if it's something that you want from the women, you have to demand it. I think for a lot of Black men, they live their everyday life trying to not look like a threat. And think about what this does psychologically to a man. To have to, a Black man could walk down the street, literally just walk, and people are clutching their purse and they're threatened. So then they have to be careful in everything they do, not to sound too angry, not to, and constantly going out their way to not look like the bad guy. Most Black men were raised primarily by their mothers alone, or some even worse, were raised with their mom and dad, but mama wore the pants. And you grow up in a sit down, shut up, do what I say. So now they grow up and they naturally are waiting on Black women to say, hey, you guys go ahead and take your position back in our communities. It's not happening. Black women are never, ever, ever, ever going to step down and say, you guys got it. We have been trained that the patriarchy and that male authority is a negative thing. A lot of us will call it abuse, controlling. We don't know. So this is why men of other races are not sitting and being like, hey, do y'all mind if we know? They take a lead and you either get with it or get lost or get left behind. So what we gonna need is brothers, because this the thing. Sometimes brothers will sit and say that they want certain things from certain women, but then when I see the women that you giving dick to, it ain't adding up. So it's gonna mean no dick, no attention, no nothing if the women are not on your program. If you're not getting the respect, if you're not getting the leadership, you gotta step up, forget not wanting to be the bad guy, forget about not wanting to throw your weight around because you don't want to look controlling. Who cares? Y'all be too concerned about what women think. Women that are not going to step aside and give you your position. Who care what they think? Step up, swing it, and take it, period. If they don't want to get with it, don't deal with them. But y'all can't say you want this from certain women, but then you're giving yourselves to women that don't fit that description. And in a woman's psychology, we test men. We test y'all. We will go as far as y'all let us go. So that's why it takes for a man to step up and say, listen, this is what it is. And you'll be surprised at how the women will kind of back down. Like, have you ever had that happen where a man kind of check you and at first you're kind of like, excuse me, but then you're kind of like, oh, well, all right then. That's what Black men are going to have to do. Step up. This is what it is. You either like it or get lost. The way that we are so bossy and mouthy as Black women, if we were women in the Indian culture, Asian culture, Russian culture, we would be getting our ass whooped. I'm gonna keep the way that we talk with our men and don't listen to them. If we were women in other cultures, I'm talking about it would be common ground to get our ass whooped. So Black men cannot sit and wait on something that ain't never happening. That's my challenge. My challenge is take it. If that's what you want, I don't want to hear no more complaining. Oh, the Black women this, oh, my woman don't do this. If she ain't with the program, cut her loose. Bye. See ya. If you're scared to be the bad guy, if you're scared to, then you can't complain. You got to just take what you get.
Sis, you done said a whole mouthful. Like, I'm gagging. I'm joking. Like, oh, I can't get up. I need CPR right now. Like, bars were dropped heavy. But before I get into that, thank you so much, Wealthy Firefighter, for your donation. Thank you. Was it Jehoram for your generous donation? I appreciate that. You always show love. Thank you so much. And this will be good. And thank you, Bobby. Your donation disappeared, but I appreciate that as well. You know what, Six the Goddess? I completely agree with you. And like you said, oh, baby, you're going to get us in trouble. Six the Goddess, you on this... Hold on, Six the Goddess. You on this pick me shit now. Hold on, let me get my damn banners. You damn pick me. You damn pick me, Sha. You damn pick me. What you mean they can beat our ass? Ain't no nigga gonna put his hands on me. The fuck you mean, girl? But but it's a lot of truth in what you just said. Like, men, black men, stop waiting for permission. Go and do it. Go and take it. And you're absolutely right. I was used to being a particular way because men allowed me to be a particular way. And it took for my husband to come through and kind of chin check me a little bit, respectfully. You know what I mean? And that helped me to get my act together. You know, and a lot of us, we need that. And unless you have that that assertiveness, that authoritative type of energy exuding from you and actually calling it out, and don't worry about being politically correct, or don't worry about hurting feelings. Like, you guys have to speak truth to power so that we can come together as a community, because the black man is the lead, and I don't give a damn what nobody say. I don't care how independent she thinks that she is. I don't care how strong she thinks that she is. I don't care how much of a boss she thinks that she is. You reign supreme. When it comes to the family structure, the black man, and we're talking about the black family, the black man is the foundation. You guys set the tone. You set the standard. You don't let your woman talk back to you. You don't let your woman disrespect you. You don't let your woman run you. You run that, the whole kingdom, because the king is the what? The head. And I feel like the reason why a lot of our... Hold on, we're getting feedback. I'm gonna mute your mic. The reason why a lot of us have these dilemmas and we have all these struggles within our community is because so many black men are not just saying, you know what, the hell with that. You need to be checked. This needs to be corrected. And, you know, at first it may be like baffling and appalling, like, who you think that you are? But I'm telling you, I was the same woman that was the boss chick, the bad attitude, the independent, you do what I say. And then I had my husband come through and he was like, I don't know what you're used to, but this is not that. And he didn't curse me out. He didn't put his hands on me. He didn't disrespect me. He did it in a stern way to where I knew he was not playing with me. And of course, it takes a few attempts to get the correct the results and the correction that you need. But black man, this is what I want to add to what Goddess said. You have to not be afraid of walking away. And with me and my husband, because again, it takes a few attempts to break cycles, like or break bad habits. I'm used to being disrespectful, being this way, acting this way. And so like Six the Goddess said, women will try you. And I tried him, and guess what? He removed himself. And I had to do some self-reflecting, because I'm like, damn, I never had a man to put his foot down. I never had a man to mean what he says. God, Six the Guys, I'm sure that you can relate to this. We know that we're attractive women, right? And we're used to being treated a particular way and getting away with murder. Just because, you know I was that way. I don't want to speak for you, but we could get away with a lot just off looks alone. And that's not to be conceited, but that's just the reality. And so I was used to men bending over backwards for me, doing what I wanted them to do just off of that. But my husband, and this is why I need black men to come through and say, I don't give a damn how good you look. I don't care how good you fucking suck. I don't care how many men want you. I don't care that you have this, that, and the third. I will not tolerate disrespect. I will not tolerate a woman trying to overpower me or challenge me in any capacity, and remove yourself. And when you do that, women have no choice but to be like, hold up, I'm not used to this and I like this. Because on a subconscious level, I feel like every woman desires a man to have that assertiveness, mean what he say, and not bend to her will like that. Like, she has to be deserving of that. And so it took me aback when my husband, he said, you know, I'm removing myself. I ain't got time for this shit. Because it showed me that, hey, he's not playing. Let me get my act together. And so a lot of black men, y'all are showing that y'all can be played with. And I think that's what Six the Guys was alluding to. A lot of black men allow themselves to be played with for whatever reason, and you got to stop that shit immediately.
Guys, they don't want to get backlash from their mothers. They don't want to get backlash from their sisters. I mean, look at what happened with a viral video with Kevin Samuels. He told a woman what she wanted to hear and had a heart attack. Look at the video of the brother at True Kitchen and Cocktails in Dallas. He sat and laid the law down and people had a heart attack. That's what black men are afraid of. But what I say to that is, oh, well. Oh, well, they'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Women get checked every day, they'll be all right. This is the part about men's power that they don't know that they have, and which is why I said they're going to need sisters to break this down for them, because no one else is going to really tell them this. This is the way women work. Whatever, women have to be adored by men. It is a must. It is not optional, because sometimes black men will say, well, these black women be acting like all that just because they're not getting no attention, or just because. And I'm like, yes, that's how serious adoration is to a woman. Yes, it is that serious. So if women see men giving attention to women with 22-inch lace wigs and a Dominican Republican body, women, what do? They go out, spend that check, go get in that surgery, go get in them wigs, whatever it is that they think that you want, what you acknowledge, what you give your adoration to, what you give your focus on, women are going to step up and do it. So if the women start seeing, if you are not for black men, if you do not have a good attitude, positive mindset, if you are angry, bitter, if you are not feminine, if you are not looking good, taking care of yourself, you're not getting our attention. We're not going to deal with you. We're not going to pay you no mind. But the issue is, there's always that one thirsty ass nigga who, no matter what quality of the woman, is still going to lick her booty. So it's going to take black men to check each other and stop giving the attention to these women. I'm telling you, if they see, okay, these men that we want ain't playing no game. They saying that they want us to be feminine, they want us to be submissive, and if we do not fall in line, if we do not respect their authority, okay, they're not gonna deal with us. Watch how quick you start seeing black women, what type of food you like?
Yes, ma'am.
Like a dog, a big dog. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. This is why God made me a woman. Because I'm a better man. Because me, the way I think, listen, baby girl. I run this show. I wish a man would. There is no way that I would be a man crying about, oh, woman. I had a guy say that on my live the other day. He's like, well, I don't know what to do about my woman because, you know, when I'm trying to work and she complains, say I need to come home and she be tripping. I said, get rid of her. And when he said that, he was like, he looked at me like, what? Like, because this is what happened. If me as a woman, if I have a man that's holding me back or not respecting me or in my way and I leave him, they're gonna say, girl, good. You did what was best for you. You know your worth. Yeah, you leave him behind. He was holding you back. But what happens with men is when a man leave a woman is, how could you abandon that woman? How could you abandon those children? How could you do that? But again, oh well. If she is not getting with the program, I don't care. Y'all been married for 10 years, that 5, I don't care how much you love her. In order to progress, in order to set things up for your children, your sons and their sons, somebody's gonna have to be the bad guy. Somebody's gonna have to be the one to make this a demand. Right now, y'all have let Black women think that it is optional to respect you. You cannot give women that much space. You have to understand that the woman is under the man. No matter what anyone say, the woman is under the man and the children are under the women. So there's a certain way that women have to deal with children with positive reinforcement to get them to respect their authority and act right. And sometimes a man has to treat a woman like a child in a sense by laying down the law, letting it be known it's not optional, and having consequence. Now, the difference between being abusive and controlling is this is what I want you to do. And you have the option. The difference between control and abuse. No matter what we think, control is a good thing. Controlling means this is what I want done, but you do have the option to not do it. Control is a good thing when you say, hey, this is what needs to be done. You do have a second option. Your second option is to not do it and leave. Anyway, so abuse is, this is what I want you to do, and I'm going to force you to do it. And I think that is what the difference that Black men have to understand. You are not abusing women by laying down the law, because, baby girl, you could go. If you don't like it, you could step and let her step. It become abusive when you say, this is what I want, I'm going to beat your ass if you don't do it. No. They have a choice. You had a choice to not be here.
Six the Goddess, just bars all damn day being dropped heavy on my head. Oh my Lord. That is so true. And you said a lot of pick me shit, but this is what is required. You know what?
Wait, real quick. Let me say this real fast. Now, for me, I everybody do what they want. I ain't got nothing against nobody. But for me, I am heterosexual, okay? Now, if we see a man, I know me. If I go out somewhere and I see like all dudes in a section with no women or something, I'm like, ew, why is this just a bunch of dudes? Where are the women at? If I see a man that is running around talking about how he don't care about women and he don't care what they think, imagine if a man was over there more worried about what other men think than what the women think. Most heterosexual men, they don't give a damn about what the man's saying because the man can't do what a woman can do for them. So of course he's going to be concerned about what the women want because he's heterosexual and he wants the woman. So my question with that is that whole pick me term. If you are a heterosexual woman, is it or is it not normal to, of course, want to be wanted and want to do what your men want? Okay, I would never want to see a dude over here only worrying about what other men want. It go the same with women. Talking about pick me, yeah, of course it's a pick me, yeah, because we are straight and we want our man. Okay, and then women will say that it's an issue with being a pick me for their man, but then sit and pander and be pick me to other women. Why would I want to be picked and sit and appease and be quote unquote on code with other women? You can't do nothing for me. Most we can do, we can go shopping. You could be a shoulder to cry on, but you can't father my children. You can't protect me. You can't dick me down. You can't suck my soul out. You can't do none of that. So I'm sorry, but my main concern, no, is not to be appeased or to be worried about what another woman thinks. You ain't got nothing that I ain't got on my own. Yeah, I am more concerned about who has what I don't have.
Oh, heart attack, seizure.
My edges is gone. My edges is. My edges.
My edges, my eyelashes. God damn.
But that's how I feel about that pick-me term. Baby, we heterosexual. Hell yeah, we worried about what the men want. Yes, we're worried about the man, as normal heterosexual women should. Baby, we're grown. What the hell? You more worried about a woman being accepted by another woman with a pussy just like you got. What's she gonna do? But anyway, I had a rant about that real quick. I'm done now. I got it out my system. Thanks.
My soul.
Oh my God, I'm so weak.
My soul. Lord. Thank you guys for being in attendance. Thank you so much for your donations. I'm gonna read what you guys have to say in your donations in a second, but I want to touch on some things, honey, baby, child, Lord. Like, that is so true. It was so many things that you said that I want to touch on. I need my damn pen and paper. Class is in session.
Girl, over here. I knew we was about to get into it. I'm over here like, okay, but I'm not playing. I'm tired. I can't take this no more. I just can't take it no more. I can't. That's like sitting there. That's like sitting on the side of the road with crying about a flat tire and you got a spare in the trunk. Baby, y'all sitting there complaining about something that you have the control over. And y'all sitting there waiting on black women to step to the side like, go ahead. No. You really think that's gonna happen? No. Man, you'll be surprised. Women like that. They just like men test women. Okay? Men test women. A man might try to sleep with you on the first or second day because he gonna want to see if you're gonna do it to know if you a hoe or not and know how to treat you. Okay, he might try you, and in his mind, he might be hoping that you don't go for it because he want to be able to respect you. So men gotta understand, just like you test women, women test you too. Of course, she's not gonna say, men are not gonna say, hey, you know what? You should wait 2 months to sleep with me. No, they're gonna take it whenever you give it to them. So it's the same with women. The women not gonna say, yeah, go ahead and take lead. No, they're gonna test you, and you'll be surprised once you get over that fear of hurting feelings, and you step up and you lay that law down. Watch what I tell you. On the low, deep, she might on the outside look everything okay, but deep down inside, she's wet.
Heavy on the pick me.
Oh my gosh.
Now I want to touch on some things that you said previously. You said the man is the leader, right? And the man has to teach the woman. In a sense, the woman is, this is some more pick me shit, but I agree with it. It's childlike when it comes to the man. And so it's important for the men, and we're talking about black men. I'm getting some feedback back. I'm gonna mute you. It's important for the men to correct their women. Put your foot down. I ain't saying bitch slapper. All right. I ain't saying kick her in the mouth. I ain't saying choke up. I ain't saying or disrespectful. But it's important for you to be firm and mean what you say, because you, black men, are the leader. I don't give a damn about your place in society and the white man is doing this and doing that. Fuck that. The black man is the leader. The black man is the head, and you guys need to take your rightful place. Period. You teach your women, you lead your women, you check your women when they need to be checked, which translates into you correct your women when they need to be corrected, and you don't give a damn about who you offend. You don't give a damn about who feelings you hurt. This is the righteous way. You get in line or you get behind, and that's the end. And I love that Sister Goddess touched on that too. Like, you leave, and I've touched on previous videos saying the same thing. Goddess, I was like, look, if she cannot submit to you, if she doesn't want to cooperate with you, if she doesn't want to build with you, if she doesn't want to add any kind of value to you, to your life, make your life easier, leave. It's somebody out there that will appreciate you being the provider, the protector, the leader, the teacher, the nurturer. They will appreciate that, and they're yearning for that. You know how many single Black women are out here wanting to be submissive to a good quality man? Meanwhile, you're out here doing what you need to do as a good quality man, and you got this disrespectful, ungrateful, unappreciative ass bitch at home. And yeah, I said bitch because there's levels to this. We have bitches and we have women and queens, and they are not the same. Bitches are females. I know y'all hate that female term. Bitches are females that are disrespectful, that do try to degrade and belittle not only themselves, but other men and women. And when I say men and women, I'm talking about the righteous people, the people who are trying to do things the correct way. They disrespect that. They don't like structure. They think that they run it all. Those are bitches. Y'all are trying to provide and protect bitches, and it's causing you men out there, you good Black men out there, to feel like, you know, all Black women are a lost cause. No, stop dealing with bitches and get with a queen, get with a goddess, get with a real woman that will appreciate you and reciprocate. So I love that. The man is the leader and the teacher. You guys have to do that for your women, because women are in charge of the children, and what you instill into your woman, she will instill into the children. And so if you guys are just being noodle back, baby back, I want my baby back, flimsy back ribs out here when it comes to being the providers, the leaders, the teachers, the heads of your families, you know, you're not only confusing your women, giving them the wrong idea of what the real proper roles and structure is supposed to look like, but it's having a downhill effect, a domino effect as far as your children. Your children internalize that dysfunction, and they say, well, daddy is a weak noodle back, baby back, I want my baby back, rib ass man, my mama runs everything. So obviously, as a young woman, speaking to your daughters, as a young woman, well, I'm supposed to get with a man that's flim back, noodle back, baby back like my daddy. And then you have the young sons. Well, I see my daddy doing like, behaving like this. He's a noodle back, pushover. You know, maybe I need to be like him when I grow up, and find a woman like my mother that is disrespectful, that is the more masculine energy, that runs me. So I love that point. And then when you talked about the pick me, baby, oh Lord, honey, baby, child, that's right and exact. That is because, sis, the thing is, and that's where I find that pick me term to be hypocritical AF, because it's like, yes, sis, we are trying to be picked, and so are you. And that's the irony of it all. Like, we're all trying to be chose by a proper man. Correct? Yeah. So aren't we all essentially pick me's? I mean, we're all trying to level up, to be picked, to be chosen by X and Y and Z type of man that we're looking for. So all of that pick me shit is dead in the water. It's played out, and y'all don't even use it correctly. When women hold you accountable, we're pick me's. Y'all need to shut the hell up. When women know their place, we're pick me's. When women establish roles in the relationship, we're pick me's. That's bullshit, y'all. That's bullshit. So I love that you touched on that as well. But I'm gonna let you continue. Sister Goddess. Hold on. We do got some donations though. I don't want them to disappear. Hold on. Oh, we got so many. Thank you, Shakir. He said, speak the truth. Us Black men have to stand on our morals, values, and lead. The right women will respect that. Dope discussion topic as well. And we're going to thank Six that got us for this topic. Thank you. Is it Yosef? He says, lit. Thank you, Boo Man. I think that's how you say that. Too many women have lots wife complex. What? Black men will have to eventually stop pursuing women in general. What? The Black community is hurting under Caucasian rule. Black men no longer have to think about women. Time's ticking. Boo Man. Hold on, 60 guys. You want to chime in on that? Thank you for your donation, Boo Man, but I don't feel that. Go ahead, Six. You got something to say about this donation right here?
Yeah, you know, I feel like, as you know, I have a movement going on to reclaim our femininity, because I feel like, yes, we are born female as Black women, but it does not mean that we are born feminine. I feel like, considering our history, the status of us today, being feminine is intentional. It's something that has to be cultivated in us, and it's not something that it's not normalized for us. So if every action has a reaction, that means that if Black women have to consciously reclaim their softness and femininity, then that would only mean that Black men have to start doing the work to reclaim their strength and their masculinity. Saying stuff like that is running away from the very aura of what your masculinity is. It is your job to hunt. That's another problem, is I think that some Black men will just kind of settle, like, well, I'ma just, she might not be the most feminine, she might not be submissive, but hey, it's some reliable in-house puss, and I'm just gonna chill out here. No, that means you are afraid of the hunt. The hunt is what makes you a man. If y'all are afraid to hunt, then you're really running away from the very essence of what makes you a man, and I cannot rock with that. If that's what you choose, then hey, that's on you. But Black men cannot be afraid of being the one to take the initiative and be on the hunt. If the women are with it, cool. If they're not cool, the worst a woman can say to you is no. Men cannot be afraid of a no from women. It's not even that. You can't be that fragile. And that's why we're having this whole conversation right now. That fragility only makes women further not respect you and not trust you. I think that we need more brothers to step up and, cultivate masculinity in each other.
Yes.
I think that the ladies that have problems with women like us have the problem for two reasons. One, what they don't understand is it's not our job to go around and police men. When they say, oh, you always talk about us and what we need to do. Yeah, because we're Black women, and yeah, it's our job as Black women to hold each other accountable with our peer groups, to police each other in a way. It's not our job to go to the men and police what they're doing. It's our job to make ourselves so desired, and so we are the light, to where you make yourself so desirable to where the men are coming to you saying, what do you need from us? When they see that you're not a threat, when you are over there in your light and your desire, non-threatening and welcoming, that make the man like this. What do you want? Then that is our opportunity to say, okay, if you want access to the light, this is what we need. That's how you get what you want from men, not by going around, y'all niggas ain't shit, and y'all make the least amount of money, and y'all don't know how to do shit. Black men already in their everyday lives constantly have to prove themselves and are doubted. So I think it's like a PTSD effect. When they get around a woman where the woman is supposed to be a piece, but when she, as his reflection, is also treating him like, you ain't shit. I know you ain't shit, and you need to prove to me that you are shit. I think they get triggered, and I think it puts them in a bad place, and it just makes them do the total opposite. But if we go to them with the faith of, I trust you, I believe in you, and I'm going to give you a reward. The reward is beauty, being in shape, femininity, being submissive. Then they're going to do it. They're going to do it. But that's, of course, we're supposed to be talking about women as women. But no, they rather us get on here and give men a list of what they need to do as though that's going to get us somewhere. Because it's other chicks that have been doing that for years and have made zero progress. So at what point do we say, okay, this ain't working? Walking around policing the men and talking down on them ain't getting us nowhere. Let's go ahead and try a different route. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. That's why you're doing what you're doing. It's time for something different. And time gonna tell. We gonna see who got the best results.
Oh, big bars, heavy on the bars. I love it. But that's so true, and I don't like when men start saying things like, well, it's time for us to go our own way and we have to abandon all women. To me, that's weak as fuck. I'm just going to go out there and say that. Excuse my language. That is weak to say that. Because at the end of the day, like Sister Guy just said, like, men are naturally supposed to be the hunters, which essentially to me translates into the leaders, the ones that are out there that are making a way. You don't sit there and say, well, I just give up and there's nothing we can do about it. These chicks just don't act right. Ain't nothing we can do. You're the man. You're the man, damn it. There is something that you can do. And the problem is so many men out there that have that mentality of defeat. And this is why you're getting the results from these women that feel like y'all are a conquered group. That's why you have women out here saying that y'all are weak and it's time for us to swirl and divest. Take back your rightful place. This is why I salute all of the beautiful Black kings out there that know it's time. It's time to do something different. And they don't give a damn. They don't give a damn who they offend. They don't care. It's no holds bar, because we've tried the politically correct way. We've tried the polite way. We tried the nice way. It's not getting the results that we need. We need men to take the reins and not care how long it takes. Not care, don't give up with it. Like, just stay the course. Like, we need more men like that. And there's so many men out there that are just weak as hell. And they're like, well, I just give up. Pretty soon, I'll just give up. No, that's weak talk. Real men don't talk like that. They know who in the hell they are. And so they know when a woman is in my presence, when I'm dealing with a woman, they don't fly around me. The behavior changes. Because you can probably relate to this too, Sister Goddess. Women don't act the same way around all men. Like, men bring out different things in women. A particular type of man is going to bring forth that more feminine, submissive energy from that woman, because he's going to exude such a masculinity, such an energy that she has no choice but to fall in line, because she has to, try to make herself fit around him. And what's happening is so many men out there that are internally weak. It's just their masculinity is a fucking facade. It's not genuine. It's not authentic. They're just trying to walk around like, I'm macho, I'm a man. But we pick up on your energetic field, bro. And in the inside, I'm picking up on weakness. I'm picking up on the fact that you can be played with. I'm picking up on the fact that, you don't really run it like you're trying to portray. So we need men to actually be men, exude that energy and mean it. Stand on it at all times.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Get the training if you have to. Hold each other accountable if you have to. You see a brother and he out here, you know, being a pushover, check him. Let him know, like, no, this ain't it. And then you also have to, the men cannot necessarily just be like, okay, you know, we gonna take the lead. Like, you have to make sure you are always very aware of yourself to carry yourself in a way in which you can be trusted to lead as well. And the more you stay focused on that, it's like just like the more feminine a woman stays, the more successful she is in her relationship, the more masculine her man is. The more feminine you are, the more masculine the man is. It goes the same with the men. The more masculine you are, the more aware you are of your masculinity, the more femininity you will bring out in the women in your life.
Yes, and that's exactly what I was just saying. Thank you guys for your donations and for your memberships and for being in attendance. 60 guys, see if you can answer this for this king right here. He says, what can I do to get my kids back in my life? My child's mother won't allow me to do my job as the father, and she keeps calling me a deadbeat.
He's saying like she has the kids, like he don't have the kids full time.
I guess from my understanding.
I'm so blind, I can't even read what it's saying. What can I do to get my kids back? Allows me to do my job. Put her in jail.
This is
go to court. Go to court.
That's exactly what I'm ready to say.
Huh?
I was getting ready to say that. Like, a lot of men don't take that initiative to do anything. Like, go get the lawyers involved.
You go to jail, period. Okay, that's another thing. Oh, I'm so glad he said this. Oh, this grinds my gears. Are y'all also waiting for someone to tell you that you are relevant in rearing children and bringing children up? Why do y'all say, ooh, girl, why do y'all say things? Oh my God, because we hear this all the time, and we hear it from all different types of men, from whatever income streams, whatever walks of life. This irritates me more than anything when a man say, she won't let me see my kids. Oh my God. What do you mean? So let me guess. Are you also waiting for the same woman to come forward and say, you know what? You are just as important as me in bringing them kids up, when more than half of us were not raised with a father? So you think that we are just going to wake up and say, you know what, Black Mary, we need you. Here's your kids. No. Stop waiting for Black women to validate you as fathers. Those are your children. She won't let you see your kids. Let me tell you what that's like. That's like you go into the store, you leave your car running outside. I jump in your car, get in, and I'm putting on my seatbelt, and you're like, hey, that's my car. And I'm like, it's my car now, buddy, and I drive off. What you gonna do? Call the police? Bitch, you going to jail. You know what I'm saying? You can't just take what's mine. You need to be doing these women the same way. Because in my eyes, a woman that is not allowing a man within reason, the only time a woman should not allow a man to see his child is if she knows that this man will physically harm that child. If as a woman, you know that this man is not going to physically harm that child, you fucked him, you made a baby with him, that's the father you chose. Let that man be in his kids' lives, period. If she does not let you be in the life, go to court. And I understand that Black men have a complex with court. However, stop listening to bitter men that may have had their own bad experience in court and projecting that on you. I have a nephew that got 2 girls pregnant at the same time. So as you can imagine, both women were very hurt. One of them was cooperating and was still letting him be in the child's life. The other one was not. My nephew, who is only 22 years old, took his ass to court. He saved his little paychecks from his job, took his ass to court. Within 6 months, he was granted 50-50 custody. Things are different now. Y'all have to understand and play on the things that women have set up. Women have come forward and said they want equality. That also means losing that advantage in the court system. Pay attention, fellas. Pay attention. The women said they wanted equality. So what is happening now, the court system has shifted. It is different. Now you have women paying men alimony, women paying men child support. In 2020, for the average guy, if you show up to court and they see that you are trying and that you are here fighting for your children, 9 times out of 10, they are not going to see you doing all that and say, yeah, we see all that, but F that, custody to the mother, you're out of here, pal. No, you are going to get either 50-50, you're going to get some in the summer or anything. Now, as a man, when you have a child, it's always that risk of, can a woman, take your kids from you? But that's just a part of life. That's just kind of a part of the risk that life takes. Every time we get into a car, it's a risk of getting into an accident, but we still get in there and go where we need to go. So the men are going to have to put aside their fear of court and go. 9 times out of 10, they're going to grant you something, and something is better than nothing. But most of the time, that is an ego thing. They don't want to do all that. They just want to be able to say, oh, let me see my kids, and she's supposed to just say yes. It doesn't work like that. Go to court. Stop letting them play with you. Go to court, get your custody court order. That way, if you go to get your kids and she says no, clank, clank, you're going to jail for contempt of court. Period. Stop letting, that's what I'm saying. Y'all let them play with you. Just like she can go down there and file child support and file custody, you can too. But so many men don't want to file that paperwork, or they'll say that they don't have the money to do it, but they got the new J's and the PS5. So let me just mind my business on that. But no, ain't no, she won't let me see my kids. What you mean?
Oh, I love that. She's the guy that's just heavy on the bars. God dang. I'm building muscle that's so heavy. I'm trying to lift these bars up. I'm getting biceps. Lord. Oh. And that that ties in that ties in perfectly with this conversation. The challenge is to go and get what's rightfully yours. Go and take control. Go take it back. You are the men. You are the leaders. You have the power. You have the true power, fellas. And this is why, again, we are in the situations that we are in because, and not to blame men, not to blame the black men. I don't want to, it's faults on both sides. But I do want to throw out this nugget, heavy on the bars, okay? The reason why the society that we are in right now, the current state that we are in right now, as far as the black community, it does have a lot to do with the black man becoming more weak and docile, not taking the reins, feeling and being defeated. Your women follow you. We follow your lead. So if we see that we can play with you and you're weak, what do we have to do? Lead our damn selves. Become the superior, quote unquote. Become the masculine. Become the providers and the protectors. Men, take back what is rightfully your place in this damn world. Black man, the most powerful man there is. I don't care who I offend with this. It's just facts. We are dominant as fuck. And so you have to get back in tune with who you are. Stop allowing people to take things from you that is yours. Go get it. Don't wait for permission. Go and get it. So I love that Six the guy just said that, like, man, why are you asking to be a father? That's essentially what you're doing. No, don't ask to be a father. You go out there, you take the initiative to get back what is rightfully yours. She gave the example of her young, what was it, your nephew? Mm-hmm. He took the initiative. He said, you know what? She's not gonna play with me. And a lot of women know that they can get that shit off on you guys, which is why they do that. They're like, well, I'll just dangle the kid over his head because they know a lot of black men are not going to go to court. A lot of black men are not going to fight for their rights. They're defeated. And so I'll just play in his face. Stop doing that.
Stop that.
Stop it.
Every time you allow them to do that, more and more respect is lost. Okay. And this is another aspect to that. Okay. Men have to understand the other epidemic that we're having as a people is children out of wedlock. Okay. Most of the time. Now, before you get married, you don't have the option to, kind of negotiate child support and child custody. But I would encourage where if you get married, have discussions. I know it's not a discussion that you want to have, but people need to have discussions about what do you think about how things would go for us as far as raising our children in the event of divorce, in the event that this doesn't work out. Have a plan that you have discussed with them and the families as far as what you guys are going to do. God forbid, should this go left. Now, as far as having children not married, black men have to understand this. A huge part of a woman's purpose is to procreate, is to bring your children into the world. Men have to understand that every time a woman gets pregnant, her body changes and the risk of her dying highly increases, especially as black women. Also, after a black woman has a child, she, out of the mouths of black men themselves, is now less desirable. So black men have to stop giving children to women that they do not want to marry because it is an attack on her womb. And 9 times out of 10, if you attack a woman's womb where it hurts her, she's going to attack you where it hurts you, which is where? With your wallet and your kids. So we have to start being more proactive instead of reactive. Sometimes I think black men are too reactive. You more worried about you and some coochie and it's good, and you over here like, shoot, I ain't gonna pull out. I need you to think far ahead here. Think about this. You're gonna make this woman that you're just effing have your children. Make this woman who is just your girlfriend have your children, knowing good and well this is not the woman that you want to spend the rest of your life with. Mm-hmm. So just like as a woman, we know if a man invites you over at 3 a.m. talking about, do you want to come play puzzles? He might be saying we playing puzzles, but we got to use discernment to know what he really saying when he inviting you over at 3 a.m. So men got to know, despise the free pussy. You think it's free, but it's really going to cost you more than what you thought in the long run. Be leery. Understand, you might think that she think it's cool that y'all just effing and y'all just having a good time and she get pregnant and it's okay. No, that might be what she say. In your mind, you might think, well, she allowing me to shoot the club up. She allowing me to hit raw. Just because that's what they say or what they allow does not mean that's what you're supposed to do. So you want to prevent those situations before having to find a way to react to them afterwards.
Yes, and I love that as well. Thank you guys so much for your donations and being in attendance. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I see a lot of you say you subscribe to Six Goddess as well. Make sure you head on over to her platform and subscribe as well. And I love that. And that's another challenge for you black men. Another challenge would be for you guys to be mindful of the women that you have sex with. Stop going after women strictly upon their look, strictly upon you having easy access to them. Start really getting with women that you feel are equally yoked to you, quote unquote. She's on your same frequency. You know, she shares your same mentality. She's on the same page as you when it comes to building families. She's on the same page as you as far as relationships are concerned. She understands the roles within relationships. She respects you. She honors you. She's submissive towards you. All of these characteristics, all of these qualities need to be checked off before you even give a woman your dick. Like, y'all need to stop devaluing your penis. Like, Six, I don't know about y'all. I don't know about you, but it's so many women out there that are being taught how powerful the vagina is. Pussy is power. We're so this, we're so that, we're single on gold. Men, y'all are you swinging the gold. I need y'all to have the same kind of outlook as far as your penis that women have with their vagina. Take pride in your damn penis. Say, look, only a certain caliber of woman can get this work. Only a certain caliber of woman is worthy of this golden ride. Not everybody has access to this. I don't care how fine you are. I don't care what you can do, what kind of tricks you can do on the golden ride. If you're not worth anything, you're not getting the thing. And I feel like so many men don't see the power and the value in their sex. Like you guys really have to start being very wise and mindful with who you slanging the penis to, because a lot of women don't mean you well. Like women, especially if you are a man of means, that they can be plotting on you, they can be trying to use you, they can be trying to see if you're a come up, all kind of things. So I need men to take their time with women. Stop viewing how much pussy you can get as a means of measure of how masculine you are, how your manhood. Stop letting those things define you. Start letting you being able to provide and protect and have a solid woman be the measure of your manhood. Not how many thoughts you can bang. That's another challenge, 6. Black men, we challenge you to stop entertaining the hoes. Stop making the hoes feel like they can be hoes and get away with it. Women, this is why women, and 6 touched on this earlier, a lot of men, you guys set the standard. So when you are out here chasing the thoughts, the hoes, the women with the lace fronts, the fake bodies, the easy peasy ass chicks, women get it in their mind that is what you desire. That's what you want. So let me become that, because this is obviously what men like. If you turn a blind eye to that and you stop penetrating, you stop entertaining, you stop getting involved with those types of women that men you know good, but maybe they look good and they feel good, the whole everything would change. Women would stop acting the way that they do. Now, will it be something that happens overnight? Of course not. We have generations of dysfunction. It's going to take time. But after a while, you guys will start to see a gradual turnaround in the way women behave, the way women think, because ultimately we're trying to do what? Get picked with our pick-me asses. So we want to get chose. So we have to do what men are looking for, what men are desiring and requiring in order to be chosen by those men that we so desire. All right?
Yeah.
All right.
It's facts. It's natural order. Okay? You build it and it will follow. Yeah. Okay? Men are the developers, So it's some of the women, and I see the way they talk, and I see their aura, their attitude toward Black men. I be thinking to myself, who is sleeping with you? Like the negativity is just the delusion, negativity, selfishness, narcissism, damn near sociopath. And I'm like, somebody fucking you? Like, seriously. So there is a Black man going inside your body, and it made you want to slap the man. The only reason why they go, some of the game that they be trying to give on how to do this with a man, I'm sitting there like, who does this shit work on? Are y'all niggas actually letting this work on y'all? Because I pray to God this lame ass shit is not, I'm sorry to cuss, but I'm pissed. Like, I be listening to this stuff like, what lane is this working on? And we need to start holding lame dudes that actually this lame ass advice and lame ass game work on. And y'all are making this worse, because y'all are actually, every time you stick your penis inside a woman, you validate whatever it is she giving you. So if you give her D and she fat, she gonna stay fat. If you give her D and she hate Black men, she gonna keep hating Black men. That's the way it's gonna go. But if y'all don't practice the restraint, okay, as much as Black women complain that Black men don't protect us, let me tell you how you get someone to value something in you. You take away. And if we all know for a second that it is white men are not going to protect Black women, Asian men damn sure is not protecting Black women, the Mexican man is not. These groups of men, what the swirler women don't understand is that these groups of men are not neglecting, putting second, or abandoning their own women for nan single one of y'all. Guess who your only line of defense is? Black men. Okay? And Black men are not slapping us down the way races of other women are. I have a client from Russia. She said in Russia, if you disobey your husband and you mouth off and he backhand you can't even call the police. She said the police will file it as a family issue. So women other places getting slapped. Black men are not doing us like that. And please, y'all don't come with them lies talking about Black men are the number one killer of Black women. All those are pure lies. Okay? The reality is what it's going to take is the men are going to have to say, okay, listen, we might not slap you down. However, you want to sit and say we don't protect you. You want to sit and say we're not so good. Okay, stop doing it. Stop doing it all. And if you want to get women to wake up and be like, listen, do you really want to let go of your only defense system? Because your only hope, if you on a stranded island and there is no food, no water, and you spot a coconut, are you gonna say, nah, but I don't like coconuts? But you better make it work with that coconut before you starve. Okay, Black women, if you want healthy men to be with you, the truth is we are very far behind. What we want to see in each other, not even just in Black men, what we want to see in each other may be something we don't accomplish in this lifetime. But just like our ancestors had to make moves to accomplish things that they would not see in their lifetime either, they did it for those of us to come. So where we are right now is Black women. Guess what? I don't care how you feel about it. I don't care you complain about it. The Black man is your only option, baby. Okay? Get over it and accept it. This is what our femininity is about. Not being the bull and bucking, but going with the flow. All right, this is what we got. Black men are only option. Let's make that work. Let's cultivate that. So that way they continue to get better. That is our power as women. So we cultivate that, they get better and better. That way it may not be you that get the 6-figure Black man with that 6'4" with a 9-inch dick and listen to your feelings, but you will set up your granddaughters to get that. Okay? It builds generational health and healing so that we get to that point. But we cannot have that microwave mentality that we want our men to be perfect or we want our women to be perfect overnight. We all have to be willing to put that work in.
Hallelujah. Okay. Big bars. I'm building biceps and triceps, trying to lift them up. Once again, yes. And I love that you said that as far as, you know, the entertaining, like so many, oh, sorry, I'm getting feedback. So many Black men complain about the way the women act, the way the women look, the way the women treat them. And it's like, but are you not realizing that you are feeding into that by putting your penis into that? You are feeding into that by getting into relationships with that. Like, take it away so that the behavior can change.
All that is validation. Giving them compliments, giving them money.
Yes.
Giving them compliments, giving them money, liking their pictures. All those things are the validation.
Yes. And so, like, if you want a different result, you have to, you know, strip things away. You know, I'm not going to entertain a disrespectful ass chick. I'm not going to entertain a woman that's not taking care of herself. I'm not going to entertain a woman that's not submissive. I'm not going to entertain a thotty thot cake. And so when you do that, it'll make women pay attention to who you are entertaining. And if you start entertaining the women that are in shape, the women that are submissive, the women that are respectful, the women that are cooperative, the women that do respect you and honor you and are nurturing towards you and cater to you, they're going to be like, well, damn, those are the ones that are being picked. Let me act like that, because they are the ones that are getting chosen by the men. Women like me are getting left behind. So that's another challenge for you Black men. Stop entertaining what you don't want. Stop awarding behavior and things that you don't want in your women.
I mean, it really is that simple. That's
It
that.
really is. All right. Thank you guys so much for being in attendance. Thank you guys so much for your donations. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. We have our special guest, Six the Goddess, joining us tonight. And she's the one who inspired this topic of discussion. And I think it's a very brilliant and much needed, deep, dope discussion to have, because we as Black women, and not only just Black women, but Black women that do respect our men, that do honor and cherish and love you guys. We're not coming from a place of hate and Black male bashing. Like, we genuinely want the best for you, because we want the best for us. And we understand, in order for us to get the best, we have to place encouragement, or give encouragement to our men to take their rightful place. And a lot of Black men are giving up. Save yourself, Black man. Go your own way, Black man. We're done with these bras, Black man. We getting ready to date outside of our race, Black man. Like, no, get with your women, build with your women, and correct the errors. Don't run from the errors. Fix them. So I love that.
That's simple.
That's simple.
Oh, you motherfuckers. Okay. All right. I'm putting cases on all you bitches. Huh? You think you can do this shit? Jay! You think you can do this to me? You motherfuckers will be playing basketball in Pelican Bay when I get finished with you. Shoot program, nigga. 23-hour lockdown. I'm the man up in this piece. You'll never see the light of who the fuck you think you fucking with. I'm police. I run shit here. You just live here. Yeah, that's right. You better walk away. Go on, walk away, because I'm going to burn this motherfucker down.